on that. And there is no chance that that shit could be real. So they're not going to try. They're not going to tune in. They're not even going to look at me or treat me with respect or honor because it's bullshit. It doesn't even matter. And so they're not trying their best. They're not actually being open and receptive. I feel like trying your best means being open and receptive. If I am open and receptive, which I am really good at just about anything I do. Is that a coincidence? Is that because Tanya's just special and she has gifts? No, I'm open and I'm receptive.
So,
being that way means that I learn more and I grow and I understand more because I'm not shutting any doors. I'm not saying that's stupid, that's impossible, I don't want to know about that, that sucks. If I'm walking around with that attitude, it's most likely that I feel like I'm failing at a lot of things. And because of it, I start to feel fear. I start to feel inadequacy. My self-esteem will start to be affected by it. And others will start to pick up on that. If I walk into a classroom and I decide the teacher sucks before I even really open up to learn anything, that teacher is feeling my energy as much as I'm feeling her energy. So she's probably feeling a little resistant and a little uneasy even trying to help me because I've already decided it sucks and that she sucks. So if we look at how we do this with each other and with situations, we could see how these agreements will change our life so much. We don't need to be perfectionists, but we do want to learn how to master things. We want to learn to be the master of our emotions, to be the master of our experience, to be the master of our dreaming, the master of our creation. And in order to do that, in order to align with the mastery, these agreements are going to serve you. You're going to need to really understand them and stop taking things personally. Stop lying to people. Stop lying to yourself. Be impeccable with your word. You got to release the need to make assumptions, and you've got to start doing your best. And that really means doing your best, not this half-assed stuff anymore. And you do know the difference. And no matter what is going on, you are not fooling yourself. And so I feel like the big picture, what I see is the people who have the happiest lives, the most joyous experiences, they're the ones that are the most open and receptive. They're compassionate. They're wise. They observe the world around them. They're in observation mode. And they're not walking around, projecting on people and shaming them and trying to be victims. They're just living their simple lives of creation, and they're enjoying it. They're having fun. They're playing. They're laughing. They're taking it easy. And there's really no need to make spirituality and to make ascension and evolution this painful process. The only thing that will cause that to be a painful process is your very own attitude and your very own ego and your ways of looking at it. The ways that when we shift our perspective into a more aligned way of seeing, the things we see change. If we're looking at things in a very closed down, rigid way, then we're going to experience it that way. So if you have been struggling, and when we get into ascension, like there are symptoms that we can feel, like there's times our bodies feel a lot of energy. And so I was kind of explaining to some of the girls at the workshop the other night, like when we are being uploaded, and some of you will know instantly what I mean by that, and others may hear that and go, what does that mean? So if you're at nighttime laying in bed and you cannot fall asleep and you just feel very awake, but your body, you're tired, but your mind is so awake and aware, and it's just like, it's like being uploaded with information. We need to just rest and receive, be open and receptive, rest and receive the energy. And what I do is I thank my angels. I'll kind of laugh at them like, wow, I guess we're being uploaded again. And it's kind of the way I referred to it to a client the other day was like, when you get your cell phone and you're updating the apps on your cell phone, you need to go put your phone down and plug it in and just charge it and let it rest for a little bit, because nothing really works right when it's doing that, because all the energy is going towards uploading the consciousness of that phone. The cell phone, the information, think of it as consciousness. So as that phone is being uploaded and all this new information is coming in and being updated, it's being organized and put where it needs to go, and then it's going to be processing. And in the morning when you get on the phone, you're like, oh, I can use this app and it works even better than before. Suddenly, I've got this new game on my phone. Now I've got this new wisdom that I can tune into and access. That is exactly what's going on with humans. So when we're going through ascension and we're uploading and we're pushing and we're working too hard, we're jumping on the hamster wheel with our ego telling us we have to go do a bunch of stuff, we are going to feel a lot of suffering. We will suffer. We will feel anxious. We'll have tension. We might get headaches. We might start having heart palpitations and just anxiety. And so when that's happening, the best thing you can do is to go rest. Think of how you treat your cell phone. You would let it rest while it updates its apps. Let yourself do the same. If you need to get up in the morning, rather than go into fear, oh, I'm not going to get enough sleep, damn it, it's like 3 a.m. and I'm going to be so tired. Don't make those affirmations anymore. That's victim consciousness. Be in your power the whole time. Angels, thank you for uploading me. I'm open and receptive to receiving. And thank you for making sure that when I wake up in the morning, I am on full charge, that my battery is fully charged and I am ready to go. And thank them for that. Go into the request of what you desire, not the fear of what you don't desire. Laws of attraction are working and in effect at all times. So this is a way that we can upload ourselves, rest and recharge, and then wake up feeling revitalized and feel, full of energy because we've affirmed it. We did not go into fear. If we are, let's say, out and about in our ears, we start feeling like weird popping in our ears, or like the other day I was sitting in a workshop and the women were talking and they were just going and, expressing stuff. And I was tuning in because I was trying to help one of the women understand something. And so I was really listening to her and listening to spirit. How do I help her grasp this? And suddenly it's like someone hit a mute button and all the sound in my physical reality went away. I could not hear them, but I saw them talking. And my right ear was like, tuned into some other dimension. And it was like, seriously, like tuned in far away. And I suddenly was accessing consciousness of exactly what to say to this woman.
Oh, yeah.
And once I understood, okay, that's what we're going to say to her, boom, it's like the mute button got unmuted and I suddenly could hear all the women talking again. So if something like that's happening for you, that's an ascension symptom. This is us living in multidimensional realities now where we are accessing different levels of consciousness, different realms of consciousness. And when we are in this now moment, this physical reality is not the only reality. And we're starting to realize that. Some of us are starting, like, I'll be looking at clients and they're talking and I have this deja vu, like, this has happened before. Oh, I dreamt of this meeting. We already had this. And I see that person, like, waves of energy around them and they, like, start pixelating, almost like I'm looking at a computer screen. And I realize this is not as real as we're all giving it credit. This is like our own holographic universe. We're projecting our own hologram of our reality. And not to get too deep on that, that may be something we'll go deeper into on another show. But just to help you understand that at this time of ascension, we as humans are shifting. We are changing. The veils are thinning and being pulled back to where we are accessing different realms of consciousness and information. We are tuning in. We are able to see angels, see spirit guides, see and feel energy a lot stronger and more instantly. Telepathic communication is really amplifying right now. So a lot of times I'll be with people and I'm just reading what they're thinking in their minds or communicating with animals or babies. They love to talk this way. And it's how we really naturally communicate. So a lot of us are starting to remember that. And we may start having these telepathic moments. So are you crazy? No. Some of you maybe feel like if you're not working with someone and you're not going and working out your spiritual muscles, then you may feel like they're kind of weak and they don't make sense. And that's where you can start to go into fear and you start feeling like something's wrong with you. I encourage you to find a mentor in your area to work with, someone you trust, someone that you feel is of a high vibration, and work with them, connect with them, go and have healing sessions with them, go to workshops that they've set up specifically to help you. A lot of people, what gets me is how many people complain and are suffering, and how many absolutely ignore the availability of assistance that's right in front of them. How many make excuse after excuse not to get the help, not to go and ask for the help. And that's a subject in itself that I've sensed so many healing clients and family members that I see. There's like this fear of asking for help, like they need to know how to do it all on their own. And that's silly. Why do you feel that Spirit even manifested mentors and healers and teachers? It's because they chose to come here to help you. They chose to walk through those experiences just like you did, and to heal them and to transcend them and to come into a place of mastery so that they could assist humanity in shifting those very things. So if you feel like you're failing because you're asking for help, that is your ego at work on you. You need to really look into how the ego tries to trick you out of the very help you need and cause you to suffer alone. That is optional, and you absolutely have every right to continue suffering on your own and doing everything by yourself. Go for it. But Spirit brought different beings into the world for different reasons to help us, and there is nothing weak about asking for help. And I feel like a lot of us, if we've been in ego mode for a long time and we feel like we've had to do everything ourselves, we kind of celebrate this like, I'll do it myself. And even if it means I suffer, and even if I'm confused and I'm lost and I have to be fake to the world to let them think I know what I'm talking about, I will just suffer alone because I don't want people to think that I need anybody. And that's ridiculous. I see as myself as a healer, I need others, they need me. We are all interconnected. There is a purpose to all of our experiences. Without the ones that are ready for the assistance and the understanding, I would have nothing to do. And without me needing to understand my guidance, others would have nothing to do. We are here to give and to receive from each other.
Yes, that's right.
We're all interconnected. And if we really honor that, we can start making use of the gifts that are around us instead of procrastinating.
Doing good.
So that's my message for today, and I hope that was helpful. If you don't have the four agreements by Miguel Ruiz, I encourage you to get it or to go, pick it up at the library.
Great,
if you
marvelous
do have
message.
It, pull it out again and read that again. Remind yourself. Maybe print something out and put it on your mirror just to remind you in your car or your bathroom, to remind you to stay in the alignment of these agreements. And I would love to hear from you guys as you play with this. Let me know how you see your movie shifting. And if any of you are wanting to work with me as a healer, give me a call and we can work over the phone, over Skype, or in person. Just give me a call and we'll figure out what's the best thing that you need. But I wish you guys all the best. I know that you have the power in you, and I know that you each are amazing and amazing, creators. You just need to start accessing things in a more aligned way, and then you'll really see how powerful you are. So I hope all this message helped you today. I hope that you will go to my Facebook or go to my YouTube channel and follow us there under Tanya Angel. On Facebook, it's under Tanya Love. And go and share the videos with your friends and family. If this video was helpful for you, share it, pass it on. Don't just go and be frustrated because your family doesn't get it. Maybe they're not going to hear it from you. Sometimes a family member or a friend, a husband, a wife, they need to hear it from someone neutral, and they may hear it more fresh than if you're just telling them again and again, and they feel like that you're nagging them. So if you feel like there's someone that this video could benefit, or any of the videos, I really encourage you to share them. That's what they're being created for. So help me out, guys. Go and share these videos. I really would very much appreciate that. And we can help this world heal one person at a time. So thank you so much for tuning in. And is there any last questions or comments, Amnon?
No, Jeff says, thank you, Tanya.
Thank you, Jeff, for tuning in, and thank you, Ron, and whoever else is out there watching. And thank you so much, and I wish you guys all a very blessed week, and let's live this one with all these agreements in alignment. What do you say? So have a great week, guys, and I will talk with you all soon. Namaste.